What's going on, everybody? This is 2K Toro, and I am here to bring you another banger. Today we are going to go over how anybody can become an elite shooter using these 5 tips that I'm going to share with you guys today. Now, all 5 of these tips are going to be very important, but I am going to go in order, with 5th being the least important all the way down to number 1, which is going to be the most important thing you need to know about becoming an elite shooter in NBA 2K20. So make sure to watch the whole thing. And if you're already a good shooter in 2K, still watch this video because I'm sure there's going to be at least one thing that you are not doing. Now, we are going to jump right into this video and not take too much of your time, but I do want to ask you guys to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And let's see if we can get this video to 200 likes, guys. Come on, I know we can do it. And with that said, let's jump into number 5, and that is turning off your shot meter, guys. Now, everybody in the 2K community has such a strong opinion on this shot meter that, to be honest, it kind of surprised me. For most of 2K20, I was playing with my interior force, but a few months ago, I did make my play shot, and I posted a couple videos on it on my Instagram. And you know, I'm doing my thing, hitting a couple green releases, and so many people in my comment section were bashing on me because I was using a shot meter. And it's not like it was only 1 or 2 comments. I would say at least a third of the comments on each video was about me using my shot meter. But being pretty new as a shooter, I decided to keep it on at least for the time being. And once I got comfortable and found an amazing jump shot, I turned it off. And I will give it to you guys, it does make a pretty big difference when you take off your shot meter because you do get a little bit of a boost. But it is not an absolute must. I was hitting a ton of green releases even with my shot meter on. So that's why I am putting it at number 5. The thing I do like about it though is, you're not stuck looking at that little meter to make sure you're timing it correctly. You're more aware of your positioning and looking out for your defender and make sure they're not closing in on you. And that part I really did like. So I would definitely recommend you going into your MyCourt and testing out your jump shot without the meter and see how you do in a park game, or rec of course. And once you master that, you will find how much of a bonus that it is taking your shot meter off, and you know, you can thank me about that later. Now, number 4 might sound pretty simple, but I was pretty surprised to find out a lot of you guys do not buy boost. And I get it, it does take a lot of VC to constantly buy these boosts for your My Player. But if you do want to become an elite shooter and take every advantage you possibly can, you need to buy boost, guys. And the cool thing about this year is you can actually win 40 boosts per category in the spin this year. And I do not need to tell you guys, you better be spinning the wheel every single day because it is an absolute W this year. And at number 3, it is getting your badges down correctly. Everybody's badges should be a little bit different because everybody has a different play style. If your favorite YouTuber told you to put all of these badges in this particular order, that may work for them, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. So I would really analyze your playstyle and match your badges accordingly. For example, I personally am not the primary ball handler in my team, whether it's park or rec. So me playing off ball, I get a lot of catch and shoot opportunities. So you know I had to put catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. I can't show you guys my badges and go over the absolute must that you do need to have as a shooter. Like I mentioned, I do have catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. I do take a lot of corner shots, so I do have corner specialist on silver. I have Deadeye on Hall of Fame, Green Machine on bronze, Hot Zone Hunter on Hall of Fame, Quick Draw on gold, and Range Extender on Hall of Fame, everybody. Now, it doesn't matter what your playstyle is. The 3 badges that every shooter absolutely needs is Quick Draw, Range Extender, and Hot Zone Hunter. Now, Quick Draw is personal preference. I personally like it on gold because I think Hall of Fame is a little too quick for me. But Range Extender and Hot Zone Hunter is an absolute Hall of Fame. You have to Hall of Fame that if you can, guys. Now again, those are the badges that I use that match my playing style. And I think everybody's badge set should be a little bit different. For example, if you play in a server that experiences a lot of latency and lag, heck, Steady Shooter may be a good badge for you, but I think you guys get my point. And the second most important thing in becoming an elite shooter in NBA 2K20 is taking good shots, guys. I didn't think I had to say this. I really didn't think I had to say this, but it's the truth, guys. You guys really need to take better shots. I was giving these tips to a few subscribers and they told me that their hot zones are pretty much non-existent. They have more cold spots than they have hot spots. And if this is the case, you literally have to start from the ground up. And I get it. When you play with randoms, they really don't share the ball too much. So when you do get the ball, you want to throw up a shot because you've been playing defense the whole time. But that may not always be the case. So let me show you a few different examples here. Now I had some time to spare, so I decided to hop on and play with a few randoms. And as you can see here, the game just started. And what does our point guard do? Takes this shot right here. Like, come on, man. You're being double teamed and your opponent's arm is going through you. But he did not stop there. Oh no. Me being the good 2K citizen that I am, decided to give him a few more chances, right? And just take a look at what he does with it. Absolutely no ball movement and a terrible choice of shot. And of course he had a few of these, so I'm telling you guys, do not be this person right here, because you will totally mess up your hot zones and you're just not gonna have as much fun, because at that point your teammates will not pass you the ball. And that brings us to number one, everybody. And before I reveal what that is, there is an honorable mention, and that is showing a little bit of patience before shooting your shot. And what I mean by that is actually pausing and waiting a split second before catching the ball and shooting your jumper. And I'm guilty for this as well. My finger was on square ready to shoot before I even caught the ball. But once I gave myself a quick second to actually catch the ball before shooting, yo, I'm telling you, that made all the difference. So make sure to give that a try, and let's keep on rolling. Now, I think you guys have waited long enough and you need to know what the number one thing is to become an elite shooter in NBA 2K20. And that is having the most perfect jump shot in the game. And I'm going to reveal to you guys what that jump shot is. And a lot of YouTubers don't really reveal their actual jump shot. Whether they believe that 2K will patch an overpowered jumper, or they just don't want to reveal it and keep the secret to themselves. But not me. I am going to show you guys the exact jump shot I use, and it is wet, guys. It is wet. It is the best jumper I have used so far. And some of you guys may already know it, but the jump shot I am talking about is base 98, Jason Kidd 75% blend, and Michael Jordan 25% blend. And I'm telling you guys, this jump shot is wet and this jump shot is fast. This jump shot even has a high arc, so it's easy to time. Now, I've had power forwards and centers use this jump shot as well, and it works equally as great. They absolutely love it. Now, I strongly recommend trying this jump shot out, going into your My Court and taking off the shot meter. Let's see how you guys are gonna do with this, and please let me know if it works or not. And hey, if the rumors are true and 2K actually does go ahead and patch overpowered jump shots, do not worry, I will go back into the lab, create a new jump shot, because you know it's going to be glitchy, and I will bring it to you guys in another video, so make sure you're subscribed. But that does it for today's video, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope these tips helped you out. And I promise none of these tips were fillers. They are all the tips that I used myself to become such a good shooter in NBA 2K20. And I've only been shooting in 2K20 for about 3 months, so you have an advantage on me already. And hey, if these tips don't help you out, then who knows, maybe shooting just isn't for you. Make a slasher or a perimeter defender, something. Hey, I know plenty of people that shooting isn't for, but I will see you guys in the next video and have a great day. Peace.